Good morning, Zio here, and if you haven't liked the video already, go ahead and do that. Hit that subscribe button too while you're at it, because we are growing every single day as we talk about video games, play video games, and do other things that are nerd-related, I guess. Anyway, point is, we're just going to get into it. Let's do this. Valve. You sure do know how to touch a guy in all the right places with this one. Let me tell you. Half-Life Alyx. They released that. It dropped yesterday. We talked about this a few days ago because I did have some concerns with it, especially considering it's VR and such. But dang, Valve, this really looks like the game that could put VR onto the map. Not joking. Full-fledged game, looks good, doesn't look like some kind of tech demo like most VR games do. And if it's a full-fledged game with hours worth of content in it, we're talking about something to put VR on the map, which is good. And several things did get answered, some things did not. They brought back some of the original team members from the Half-Life series, which is good. That was another thing that I had concerns about, because I'm pretty sure most of the team, if not all the team from Half-Life, they're gone. They're no longer at Valve, but they were able to bring back a few of them. And then, to work on this particular game. But, let's go ahead and just take a look at it. We're going to look at the trailer real quick. We're just going to bask in the glow of this rendered trailer, because it's not gameplay. I'm pretty sure this is not a gameplay trailer. Most games don't give you that like this, but, so it's probably rendered. So the question is going to be, is the final product going to look like that? And if the final product does not match this trailer, there's going to be issues. No doubt about it. Because there is a lot, and I mean a lot, they're going to have to live up to with this trailer. You can't drop this, which looks, just amazing, by the way. For VR, that looks nice. Very nice. It looks crisp. It looks clean. Just the amount of things you can move and touch and mess with, just great. And just look at that. If they can replicate that into the actual game, this game is gonna, I don't know what else to say. It can put VR onto the map like no other at that point.
We can get this weapon. What we're doing here could change things forever.
There's no straight shot to the vault. I'm gonna head inside, find a way out. Got it.
Oh, and the other cool part is you're playing as Alyx. If you've played Half-Life or Half-Life 2 or whatever, you'll know who Alyx Vance is. If not, well, you should go play that game and figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything, but I do suggest going to play those games. They're definitely worth it. And Valve actually, somewhere in one of the interviews they were doing, actually suggested that if you hadn't played Half-Life 2, you should probably go do that before this. It's worth it. So, maybe with that, we'll get some, some answers to certain things, or maybe get some gaps filled in between this, because this game is a prequel. I don't think I said that yet. I did talk about it being a prequel in my other video, but at the time, I think it was still up in the air of whether it was going to be a prequel or 3 or whatever it was. It is a prequel. It's a prequel to 2, right after the events, somewhere between 1 and 2, before we get Gordon and stuff. So, it's a nice little middle spot between the 2 episodes, which is great. That's fine. Look at that. I'm sorry, but I just love that right there. The gloves, just the interaction.
Don't worry, it's unloaded.
It's unloaded now. Yeah. I think I laughed maybe too hard for that one, but it's just the simple things, you know. But look at that. Look at that. The grab and pull. The grab and pull. It's just little touches like that. You know, you don't have to go and reach over there for it. You can just grab and pull. Grab and pull. That just seems like that'd be great. And so you're not going to have to bend down to pick it up. You can just grab it and pull it to you with, you know, whatever gravity thing they've got going on with these gloves.
Combine cheddar's really picking up. They know you're coming. You need to get out of here now.
Oh.
Oh God.
They're gonna find out what he knows, and then they're gonna kill him.
All this is my fault. I never told you. I couldn't. I'm so sorry, baby.
You will not save him. Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Ooh.
Cannot prevent Alyx Vance alone.
Look at that. Pulling it right off the dude.
Alyx
That's just a nice little mechanic right there.
alone cannot prevent his fate.
Close your eyes, honey.
Yeah. Oh, G-Man. Oh, that looks good. I mean, look at that. Look at that detail. For VR? Dang. That looks nice. March 2020. Yeah. Just wow. Oh gosh, sorry about that. But yeah, it's going to be available to where you can play it on several things. It's going to be compatible with not just the Valve Index, which was another concern of mine. Was I don't know if I ever got around to saying it because, well, I know how these things go. I get on tangents and forget. But one of my concerns was this is going to be VR specifically to push the Vive Index, right? Or the Valve Index. Vive Index. Vive's the wrong thing. It's the HTC Vive. Anyway, the Valve Index. That was one of my bigger concerns. Are they doing this purely to push that Valve Index, being super expensive, of course. You know, we're looking like $900 to $1,000 or something for that thing, and it's probably going to work. You'll probably get the best experience too with it. Not gonna lie, it probably will. However, it is compatible with other things like the HTC Vive, the Windows Mixed Reality. Really, of all the things, anyway, the Oculus Rift and the Oculus Quest with PC and link cable, which is probably going to be the most affordable one there. We did talk about cost and everything, and the Oculus Quest is probably going to be the place where people do jump into the VR spot, just because it is going to be the more affordable option, or typically is the more affordable option from what I've seen. But yeah, it does sit there. It tells you how you can go ahead and play this. You know, room setup, room scale. You can sit and stand. The movement, fade out of point A, fade into point B. Shift, you can smoothly zoom from point A to point B. Continuous, using analog stick to walk and run, which is probably going to be the one I do. You know, just because I prefer the analog stick and stuff, and I don't get motion sickness from these things like other people apparently. But you know, control style, finger tracking, trigger based, which is nice. It gives you several options to go about doing this. You know, no matter what your room setup is, you know, whether you're sitting, whether you're standing, you know, or have the place to move around, you've got options to move and get around in the game, which is a nice touch. You know, it's like going that extra mile to make sure everybody can go ahead and play this thing, you know, as much as possible. And that's something you don't really see that whole lot. And the fact that it doesn't look like a tech demo is even better. But and of course, you know, it's on pre-order right now on Steam. But yeah, go ahead and we'll get into this real quick. But I love those. That just looks good. Yeah, I don't know why, but I like the gloves. I want a pair. You know, I don't know. Anyway, but it is not a side story. You know, there were some questions asked. So let's go ahead and look into that. But if all these things make you think that there's just going to be another glorified tech demo from VR, wow, look, I can't figure out where the question was. I had it a second ago. Here's Valve description. What kind of gameplay you should expect. Learn to aim around a broken wall and under barnacles make an impossible shot, rummage through shelves to find healing syringes and some shotgun shells, manipulate tools to hack alien interfaces, toss a bottle through a window to distract an enemy, rip a head crab off your face and throw it at a Combine soldier. But all these things make you think it's just going to be another glorified tech demo for VR. You might want to read Valve's programmer David, I can't say his last name, never could, answers to a few of these questions. But if it's not a side story, nor an episodic one, it's the next part of the Half-Life story in a game around the same length as Half-Life 2. While it does take place before the events of Half-Life 2, we've actually recommend that you play through Half-Life 2 before you play Half-Life Alyx for reasons that will become clear as you progress. Are those just the questions? Where did the answers go? But anyway, well, okay. Of course, we have to wait and see how people react to Half-Life Alyx once it's out, but we'd love to continue pushing forward. Not a tech demo, not necessarily just a prequel, and even if not in March, it sounds like there's a chance that us Half-Life fans will get some closure. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think we're getting closure from Half-Life Alyx. See, it's a prequel. It may fill in some gaps, but it ain't going to give us closure from Half-Life 2. Sorry, we need a Half-Life 3. Just saying. That's my tangent. But yeah. It's been a while. But yeah, I think that's going to be it right there. We've got another PC thing here. I don't think there was anything else that we hadn't already talked about, of course, in it. But Half-Life Alyx is coming to various VR systems. I mean, it's coming to, the computer and stuff like that through Steam. It can be used on various VR systems, which is good. There's a lot of things there, and it looks really good too. It doesn't look like a glorified tech demo like most VR games do. It looks like if they pull it off, it's going to be a full-fledged game on VR. And this might be the thing that pushes units. It might get mainstream people, everybody in the mainstream into the VR scene for the first time ever and actually push that to the point that maybe other developers are willing to actually go about, making us full-fledged games in VR. Come on. How great would that be? Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I will talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.